Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to focus on what beverages should you be focusing on for anti-aging, beauty, weight loss, and overall energy to feel good. As I start my day with this pineapple green smoothie, I invite you to stay along if you would like to know from a nutritionist my top tips for a lean waist, lean body, if this is your goal, and what beverages you may enjoy while staying focused on these goals. To start, why should you care about this? Well, if you're a woman and you want to stay focused on your goals, you will care about what I'm about to say. I wrote a book a few years ago, a research project. It was called Lunar Glow. And it's all about the female cycle and working with our hormones to ensure that we can optimize our lives, even businesses, routines, our diet. There's so much on that topic. In the theme of hydration and what we're drinking to keep our skin as youthful as possible, how can we promote collagen to give our skin the elasticity that it needs through the life's process? So to start, this was a drink that I found, an energy drink, and this one is activity, gaming, and focus. I do, sorry, there's pineapple in my throat. I'm still here. That's the interesting thing. Like, I want to have my breakfast with you and have my smoothies, but you just never know how the body is going to respond when you're filming. Okay, so Sultan energy drink. I like this brand. It has 20 grams of sugar. Would I recommend this for everyday use? Probably not, because 20 grams of sugar, if you want to consider that in teaspoons for a visual understanding, is about 5 teaspoons of sugar in this one can. Now, I would choose this on a day where I have my sugar allowance, and I might give myself this as a treat from a nutritionist perspective, because I do count my sugars in grams of allowance per day. And that's what I recommend also. But in terms of energy, it's really good. There are other brands that are no sugar and also no artificial sweetener that I might recommend as a preference. But going through different drinks on the market, it's important to go through, what we like and what we don't like, the pros and cons of each choice. Now, with this drink, it's interesting because it has maca, fenugreek, vitamins A, C, B. It's natural caffeine, right? So you get the natural caffeine, but sugar is one of those ingredients that can impact our skin health and anti-aging. So the less sugar we consume, the more we are able to preserve our bodies. There's so much I could talk about when it comes to sugar, literally. Now, this kombucha is one of my favorites because this is a feel-good drink. As a nutritionist, we love kombucha because it's like, if I'm going for a drive or going for a walk or going to do some errands, I will go to a shop, buy one, and walk around drinking it. It's a nice daytime drink, and it's bubbly, it's good flavor. It's not too high in sugar, but let's check. Okay, so this one says one bottle is 70 calories, and we're getting 14 grams of sugar in this. Which, if we want to think about how many teaspoons that is, that's about 3.5 teaspoons, if you do the math, right? That's not bad. This is a good choice for balancing sugars because you're getting a lot of this beverage. This is giving your gut some good food so that your gut and your womb are nourished, and that's really important for women's health because our gut and our wombs are quite linked, and having that relationship with our womb and our gut, I mean, you must have heard of gut intuition or gut instinct. These are all real feelings. Okay, so then we have, this is Organic Kombucha Brew Doctor Tasty and Fizzy Probiotic Tea. This one is the Love Blend with lavender, chamomile, and jasmine green tea. These are so therapeutic. As a nutritionist, we recommend ingredients like these herbs and tonics that are in beverages, like teas even, because these plants really help us to relax. For example, if you know how to strategically apply each plant medicine for a specific feeling. For example, lavender and chamomile are really relaxing and calming. So this might be when you want to wind down at the end of the day and you want a healthier choice available. I would recommend something like this with these sorts of flavors. In the sugar content, 12 grams, so about 3 teaspoons of sugar. So you can see how different beverages have different amounts of sugar, and it's a good exercise for you to go learn, read all your labels. What I like is that when each product that's in the market must be labeled appropriately, because people need to know what they're buying if they decide to do the research and make informed consumer decisions. So the labeling is extremely important, and the rules on this are very strict. For all products coming into market, they must be aligned with industry standards, like the FDA has to be approved and so forth. This one is mostly a sparkling water, and this one has stevia and monk fruit extract. I'm a fan of these ingredients as sweeteners. As a nutritionist, I like these ingredients. I would prefer buying beverages with these ingredients rather than sugar, to be honest. Like if it was perfect beverage lane and I got to go through all of them and say, okay, well, what do I want? It will have no sugar, and it will probably have stevia and monk fruit. So this one, I liked this one a lot, Koa Mood Boost. And this one, in terms of 10 calories per can, so these things happen. I'm going to bend and snap with this one, just for fun. Okay, so cherry lime is the flavor here. So this one is mood boosting tonic with adaptogens and nootropics. And it's like less than a gram of sugar in this. So this, I would say, this says achieve balance, 0 sugar. I would say this is a top choice. I like it. Good flavor too. Cherry lime, I love that flavor. I really do. Okay, this is a tea that I made from scratch, a green jasmine with lemon. I love making homemade beverages. We made a big batch of these and then bottled them off to have iced tea in the fridge. I'm a fan of this. The recipes are in my book. Most of the recipes I make are pretty much anti-aging, beauty, female health, going in that direction and supporting our womb to have that connection, because like I said, gut health and connecting with our womb is very important. So this green tea has a good amount of caffeine. There's stevia in here, truvia, no sugar added, and freshly squeezed lemon. So it's kind of like a lemonade tea or an iced tea, and it's a healthier, lower sugar option. I really like this recipe. You could probably find it in my book, Tropical Wellness Secrets, if you are interested. Okay, this is a local brand. This one is Amare Probiotics. The strawberry flavor is very delicious. In this label here, we are not sure how much sugar is in it, but I do know the manufacturers and producers, and it's really not that much sugar. So I would choose this as a good option. For a kombucha beverage, it's good for your gut, and also energy. It has a little caffeine. These are feel-good drinks. I'm going to take a pause and be right back.